Two of Open Heaven's core values are community and growth. And in Proverbs 27 verse 17 it says, "As iron sharpens iron, so we sharpen one another." In this time and season where there are limits on how many can meet, down to 6 at the moment, we want to be innovative and flexible about how we come together. We're asking everybody in Open Heaven 2 who's not part of a small group, or is a part of a small group but wants to go a little bit deeper and further for more discipleship, to consider starting a huddle. A huddle is where 2 or 3 or 4 come together to intentionally grow in God, to sharpen themselves in their faith, to stir passion for Jesus, and to encourage each other and cheer each other on in their journey. We recommend that huddles meet regularly, maybe once a week or a fortnight, so that you can keep the rhythm and connection going. And here's the steps for starting a huddle. Firstly, pray. Ask God, who should I ask to be part of a huddle with? It may not be someone who's your direct friend already at the moment, and sometimes it's better if you don't know people. There's more to learn about them. And when you've got that sense of who to approach, then be bold. And the second step is ask. Ask them to join in and just invite them to be part of the huddle that you're starting. Thirdly, meet. Find that time, that space, and get together. And when you come together, follow some steps to keep a flow and a depth to what you do together. Start with Jesus at the center. Maybe bring some scripture. Maybe walk out in creation and be inspired together and speak some thanks and just stir your hearts and focus on God. Second, ask each other what's going on. And maybe some key questions like, what is God saying to you? And what are you going to do about it? And how can we help you grow in that way? Is a really good place to start. Keeping it simple but real, accountable and open will fast track your relationship with Jesus and grow your friendship with one another. And then encourage each other, pray, and decide to meet again. After you've done a cycle of maybe 6 weeks or so, review. Finally see, is it still working? Is people still available? And at that point, there's freedom to either continue or decide to maybe form another huddle. So in those 4 steps, get going. So firstly, pray, ask, meet, and then review. If you've got any problems starting a huddle, or you just don't know who to ask, then do email me and I can give you some suggestions. But you guys are really able to do this yourselves, and we want to empower people to go for it and make the most out of this next season as we continue to grow as disciples of Jesus.